This area is off limits.
Alright. What did I get up to in this? I've done most of all that. Up to here. So, we want to explore this stuff. And what's this? Some items got given to me in some update thing, so let's have a look. Seems to be done. Is it 3 range? Okay. Yeah. Just get faster. Put rings in this. Yeah, not rings available. Right. What? Okay, just not that tight. Elite damage to plus attack difference. But, yeah, why not? Don't have a fire attack. Yeah. I'm not wearing a helmet. Hmm. 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 Yeah. That looks to be fine. I don't know what the buttons were. Okay. What did that? What are the buttons? Um, okay. Lights, heaviest apparatus. If it's a just jump. No, it's normal jump. It's I know there are certain things you can use it. It's a hot hour or whatever. No, it's heal. I'm over here. It's pretty far away. So low there. Okay. No bears. Yeah, I can't shoot that far. I already looted this area, must have. Yeah, it was fooling the boat. Not even there. Quick action wheel might be it.
Too cold. My blood freezes. sails! Catch the wind!
Is there a port somewhere? Hmm.
Crop the sail!
What's wrong with you?
Welcome, traveler, to our lush and fertile shores.
Okay.
Welcome, traveler, to our lush and fertile shores.
Yeah, you got a cabin there, and there's ruins here. So. Okay, what's this note say? Okay.
Welcome, traveler, to our lush and fertile shores.
Yeah. This guy's going to take me to some other place. I'm going to save it.
I did not expect to find anyone on this island.
And why not? This is England, home to a nation of Saxons and Danes. Our shores are open for trade.
England? It is not what I expected.
Many from Norway find the trip dizzying, but fortunately you have me to guide you. I know the land better than my own son.
Are you all right?
My son, nesting with the Picts north of Hadrian's Wall. Who knows what schemes they're hatching? Or the sort of people they might send to spy on me.
You said something about a tour?
Of course, a tour. Follow me. This is the city of London, first built by the Romans during ancient times. We have not seen builders like that since.
I guess they had to work with what they had.
This is not England. The hell? This guy's crazy, he must be. Or confused.
These are the Dover Cliffs, famous for their bluebirds.
Where'd he go?
Here is Jorvik, the Dane city of trade. Keep this between us, but King Alfred has a plan for Jorvik.
I see.
This is Hadrian's Wall, our last line of defense against the barbarous Picts.
It is a line of sorts.
At the end of our tour is Winchester, the heart of Wessex, where is King Alfred? Those honorless Picts, they have taken the king. We must seek them north of Hadrian's Wall. Where are you, my king?
I'm sure he is somewhere.
Do not worry, my king. I am coming.
Okay. Message to his son.
My king! What happened? Why won't you speak?
Who in hell's name are you? Why are you going through my things? Thor's balls you found it. Why did you take it back? You set him off again.
Traitor! The king won't speak to me. You cut out his tongue.
He has no tongue!
Because you cut it out.
You're his son?
Do not feed this fantasy. His wits wither and become those of a babe. I took him here to ease his madness, but it grows worse. I try using reason or playing along, but he hears only what he wants to hear.
Only what he wants to hear. I have an idea that could help, if you let me. Old man, your king is worn out from his ordeal. I can hear him speak very softly. He's praising you. He wants to thank... He wants to thank Husing for his loyalty to the crown.
What else does he say?
Mm.
You walk in a dream. It is time to wake.
What are you saying?
What is real may not be as pleasant as a fantasy. But you have people in this world who honor you.
It does not matter what you tell me is real. This is what I believe. I believe Alfred has sold us out to the Picts. You betrayed your nation and your people! I denounce and dethrone you!
It is a harsh choice, but sometimes you must put fire to a wound to heal it.
Forgive my ill will. I knew this would be a difficult end, but sometimes the weight bears down heavily.
There's courage and honor in what you do, and the gods know it. Good luck to you.
Still at war with England?
That tough old fox is still hanging on. I admit, I am impressed.
Nothing here.
Let's see you, old friend.
Need a larger field of view. It's 100%. Anything around here? You look like it. You sort of done everything. Got all the wealth, got all the mysteries, got all the artifacts. One of this I haven't. That's just okay. Okay. It suggested 180. 280. What? Hmm. Maybe we can be back to this island later on. Okay, skills. I know at 27 power. Okay.
I'll turn to ice if I stay here. More sail! Green sail!
What's wrong with you?
I don't know about doing here, but I'm interested to get these points of interest. Yeah, what's it? Yeah, skill level, okay. What's this? Hostile down there. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a long way down. Almost finished with this level already. Just want the last point, and then I'll go to the cluster, I think. Give it run across any high level enemies. Down 3. Um, he's really gone to the mountain rock or not? We won't go there. Hmm. Oh. Area not available, okay. Oops.
This ice path. I'll turn twice if I stay here.
Yeah, we'll swim the right way.
Let's sail.
Come on.
Okay, polar bears. I gotta outrun these things. Nope. Okay. body up there. Hmm. Where'd that disappear? Hmm. Hmm. The place I missed over here. You know, they're here. I'm not still in that area. So how do I get down from here? Got water to jump and do. I'm gonna go that way anyway, so I'm gonna go that way. chasm. That was a supposed to find here. Oh, chest. That it. Mm-hmm. What do I have? 390. 600 for that upgrade. Need in that road. Make it easier. Doing the right way. No. climbing. Whoops. Whoop. Not by here. No, that's what it is. Hmm. Yep, of course. Going down. Hmm. I wonder if I can get that. These people are gonna fight me. I'm safe. Oh, I actually do have to find this key. Need to kill some pigs or something. You talk about pig shit as well, so. Ah. That was easy. Okay. There's nothing here. I don't know if I should be doing this area. It's just 280 level power. This just means it was stealth everywhere. Hmm. What's this one lead to? Oh. Ah. I really don't like these types of ones. Just for tattoo, isn't it? Did I lose it already? I think so. Okay. Let's see what that one is.
Die asks Ainu Sinu. Dugadi en Egi Ainsville Eiki.
Yeah, I think I will go get those. You teleport back in there with that fast travel spot. Where'd it go? Mm. Cheers for the follow. Mm. These markers are annoying at times. I don't know where it is exactly. And I can't bring it back up. Unless I move further away. Yeah, it does go down when you go up. Ah. Okay. And one more over here. Won't let me go that way. I don't think. Yep. I can't do it. So that area is off limits at the moment. Oh. Up here then.
Já, já, beygðum nú eigi gullin borstat sá gullnum akkarnum.
love for you rises tall and strong like the tree of life.
Do not promise me a mighty branch and then let me down with a tiny twig.
Freya's beard, it has wilted again. I cannot remain firm when you talk to me like that.
Interesting. Save, because I might not be able to do this.
Does everyone in Alrikstad play their love game so loudly?
No, it's just my husband. He cannot satisfy his wife.
Ah, old age?
No, he's still young and fit. It was not always so. He could not keep us apart when we were raiding.
He would plow you during raids.
Our first time was in the middle of a burning village. After a while, the crew made us stop. They said it was distracting.
Love can burn brighter near death. Have you tried revisiting these memories?
Yeah, but talking about it is not the same. I need to feel it, smell it.
So you need to bring the excitement of the raid into your bed.
You could help us pretend we are raiding. That will make my water flow. Come, we must tell my husband.
I was only, well, all right.
This is Voyager type stuff.
Big, strong Vikinger. Today we raid.
A raid? Now?
Join me in the blood dance. Fill me with your battle lust.
Oh, yes, yes! Let us go, Viking. Maybe you could start by breaking things.
And scream as you do, like it is really happening.
Okay.
It is amusing, but not arousing.
Yeah, it does not feel real enough.
The chest here. Do they have the keys? Maybe I have to attack them.
Maybe you need more fire, like your first time.
Yes! Burn down our house! Burn it to the ground!
Yes, serious. Alright, I'll loot everything I can first. I know a lot of. We'll catch fire. I'll just say you two on fire. Alright, what's that side? Hmm. Ain't gonna work. Hmm. Yeah, maybe that stuff will light up. Oh, it does. Okay.
What did it? I am as hard as Heimdall's tower!
Then ram me like the Valgrin's gates and enter Valhalla. Take all plunder you want, Vikinger. And take us also and let the love hunger consume you.
Another time, maybe. But I will help myself to your chest.
Talk to them again. They want me to join them. Alright, leaving. Seeing that sounds, I'm not sure. The game's actually going to let you do that anyway. If it looks it. There's a story here. We can get that.
Welcome, welcome. Come see what I have. I'm sure I can find a use for this. Made with the finest ingredients. Wonderful! No refunds. These are locally sourced.
You know how many I need. You know,
You should always... You sure there isn't something else you wanted?
No, I just want the resources.
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Over what I could, and I can't. Missing an ingredient. What is on it? Upgrade that one. You can upgrade these. Maybe not yet.
Muni Þórður vilja hafa brauðhleif eða tvá að pressa á skipi. Nú, gátu nótt af reykt lambakjöt. Munu menn taka nokkuð.
Hafa funnat som är vant. Lato ägers jas.
I don't want that thing. Screw that one. I'm just good at this area I haven't done with. Not finding. This. Ah. What the hell am I talking about? Anything else in the house? Maybe a fire? What's this debauchery going on? I still think I'm supposed to come back here and light up on the game. So, if I... This area is supposed to be too high of level.
Your clan is a foul stench.
But we are strong, Ergi.
Yes, strong with stink.
Step closer, Sealface, and say that again!
I said your stench is strong. That's your only strength. Your stench.
I will feed your teeth, wrapped in your tongue back out.
Að drepa svo efnilega ungar kostir ef þau mætti að vinna. Eða selja dýrt.
They gotta get any more to say.
Næst myndu og hætta að kenna tröllum
sem hopnar sleipnir í hausnum á mér. Ég þarf eitthvað að drekka.
Það er kostulegt. Það myndi ekki hafa mikil áhrif fyrir búðinni.
Heyrðu, segi af mér anskotans á. Ekki veit að þú ert hérna. Þú má leina þig að þú má eigið. Það er eigið rétt.
Það megum við selja hvenær en við megum hafa fyrir það grein mikið mér.
Hvað vildi ég gera að fá stein núna? Má vera þann bíl? Hvað er ég að segja?
Þjóna sveit og hurðan. Mikil gefur mér silfurkaupa. Eða þurri gefur mér fjárhústum og margir guldsum.
Shall we lock horns? Down it faster than me, and you are the victor. Got a wager in you. Put your silver on the barrel. The horn it is. Man your horn.
Það er kostulegt. Það myndi ekki hafa mikil og allir við fyrir búðinni.
Oops.
Ég sá skip sem koma. Þá þeir komu með nokkuð.
Yeah, I lost this. Oops. Yep, definitely lost now. This is betting. Yep.
I have an iron stomach and a powerful thirst.
Eiginlega bætur til þess nú og gefur frammerkur og nokkrar ykkur.
Think you can swim with the best?
What's this? Blending in. Okay.
You have just won your heart's desire, Eivor. Yet by the look on your face, you have lost your will to live.
Gorm is here with the last of his men. Why does that troll dare show his face?
Leave it for another day. We are here under Harald's truce, and Gorm is too weak to try anything bold.
Here's a seed stain on his father's trousers. I should wipe him from this world.
Not tonight, Eivor. Leave it. Basim, watch over this one and see that he warms himself with drink. I will find my father and escort him to the Longhouse.
As you wish.
Is Hytham well?
He will heal, but never fully recover. It is fortunate that you were able to succeed where he failed.
My resolve was strong.
When you slew Kjotve, did you see a sigil on him? Silver, the size of my palm, bearing the symbol of an ash tree?
Take it. Trade it for what you can.
I know where Gorm is camped. If you wish to see him without anyone the wiser, there is a trick I can teach you.
Already looking for another princess? All right, I'll bite. What do I do?
Use your cloak to obscure your face. Blend into the crowd. Divert attention. Hide in plain sight.
You want me to join your brotherhood?
A gift of knowledge from a man I hardly know. Is this your way of asking me to join your brotherhood?
Not at all. So long as men and women fight to secure honor and freedom, their allegiance hardly matters to me.
I suppose there's no shame in using deception when honor is at stake. And Gorm is a stain on that honor.
Then let's see what can be done to cleanse that stain. Give it a try. A few things you should know before you step into his camp. Walking unseen through hostile territory is an exercise in subtlety. A hood makes you forgettable, dismissed at a distance. Remain far from watchful eyes, and you will be invisible to them.
Even when you're
Do not draw
bright like
blade or
this.
hammer, for these and other sudden movements can break your disguise. And in case I wasn't clear, you will need to put up your hood for the trick to work.
You're already up.
Gorm is there, in the camp ahead.
What were you thinking? Drinking mead on an empty stomach? You have to eat something before drinking that much. How does that go? Feed before meat. I have some roasted lamb on the spit. Are you coming?
Hold there!
Hey, I want to talk to you.
Okay. Yes, I go. These guards aren't looking.
Eivor! You Arga shit! Take up your weapon and follow me beyond these walls. Let Odin's favor land where it may.
You dare not break the king's peace here. So fuck you and your god talk. What say you to that? You can beat me, but you will not kill me. Not under Harald's truce.
You are all subject to King Harald's truce. Break his peace and you will be cast out of Alrikstad.
I will give you no trouble. You were shat into this world without honor, Gorm, and you will leave as a turd dumped into hell's deepest ditch.
Keep crowing, Eivor. You only make yourself an easier target.
The old
Okay.
will have started. I should find Sigurd.
heimsókn minni.
Fíbl, að tryggja megi átna honum undan koma. Þá eigi hann að tryggja aftur. Blotna, segi ég!
I'll take on all comers!
Tell me Gorm still lives, Eivor.
It pains me to say. He does.
Thank you. His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
Many of you knew my father, Halfdan the Black. A great man who achieved great things.
They buried Halfdan's leg near our temple. The crops have never grown tall.
They buried his arse near ours, and we get nothing but a muddy river.
I dream of something greater. A vast kingdom of warriors in numbers the world has never seen. United under one king, one rule. Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify. And turn our blades outward to conquer new lands. And who better to lead us to glory than me? I was blooded before the age of 10, and I led the greatest army Norway has ever seen. But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Hjor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not limp together. We fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Ljuvina. But I hold no grudge. May the fates grant you good luck.
My king, I offer you my axe and my oath, ironclad.
Gorm Kjotveson, you dare show your face in this hall. Did not King Styrbjörn and his son Sigurd rid our lands of your foulness?
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotve. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
Background, you lie! Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die. Eivor Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer. This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
Killing, banishing, well, you decide. Will I be in debt to ask someone else to kill him? Alright, you
You're
decide.
king of these lands, Harald. The decision must be yours.
A modest and honorable answer. Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exiled. Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
King Harold, may I speak?
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us. My kingdom is humble, but we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harold brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee to him. What? What in hell's name are you doing, father? Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished. You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield a title that should be mine by right. Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace. You will die a thrall. You'll drink addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
He's obsessed with power.
Forgive my son. He is ruled by his emotions.
I take no offense, Styrbjörn Jarl, and I thank you for your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end. The lessons of Ragnarok are clear. We will speak again soon.
That was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
I seek Valhalla, or I do not know my fate. I'm not really bound to Sigurd. Scream. I do not know my
All
fate.
I know of fate is that its pattern is unknowable. I do not worry beyond that fact.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
You have nothing to fear from me, King Harald. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd, and I bear you no ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me. Take tomorrow to think on this. But let us leave these matters for another time. Tonight, we will eat and drink like gods and wake in a kingdom made new.
Hmm.
Harald's colors. He is already marking his territory.
Marking? Gods, he's spraying like a horny pup.
Harold may be young, but he's clever. Do not underestimate him. He came of age very quickly.
Yeah, leveled up. What's this? All right. Regeneration. When you are in command of Lock, the crew will raise the shields with you. Okay. Nice. Yeah. You seem useful. Ah, I'm back here. Yeah. Turned off these bloody things. Why do they show other people's pictures? It's annoying. I thought I turned them off. What is the opening? So it's so shit.
You there! What are you doing? If you wish to have words, come closer.
Are you one of Harald's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harald take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Fornburg, warrior.
Okay.
How are you doing, Hytham? You survived a serious blow.
I am mending. I will never be the warrior Basim wishes me to be, but I can serve my brotherhood in many other ways.
With Kjotve dead, will you return to the south?
We are going west, in fact. Basim is a tireless crusader.
Get some rest before you set out, then. Injured men do not fare well on the open ocean.
Of course. Thank you.
Who's there to talk to?
You heard that Harold is banning raids in all of Norway?
I did.
Does that not bother you?
If we cannot raid anyone, they cannot raid us.
Huh. A fair thought.
Mér blótuðum hana hollar vættir. Mér þurfum megi þvílíks erfið, þessi helst.
Good day. I have those if you want them. Smart to buy these. This is available for purchase. Nothing more?
So, really.
Anything else?
I will see you later, friend.
How can I help?
Yeah, I can't enhance that stuff anymore. Enhance the other thing as well. I see why.
Do you need anything else?
Yeah. Is there anything else you sell? Like this stuff? Nope.
Do you need anything else?
I will free you from this bond.
And I will be ready when you need me.
Yeah. Anyone else to talk to other than going to the quest area?
First, they will demand taxes, and soon after they will be living in our homes.
Keep your voice down, they will hear you.
Fine by me. If those backgrounds come to our door, I will carve them new shitholes.
Yeah.
Where will we live? The English will fight back. The wars will never end.
Or they will push us into the Christian ways.
Quiet all! Give me a chance to speak.
Let's see this out. Right. We'll do that. Why are they knocking on the door? Not there too.
Sit a while and play, friend.
Already done that. Looks to it. Okay.
It's Eivor. Open the door. Come in, but keep your voice down. You will alert Harald's men.
Yeah. Here's a save.
2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harold?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harold's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward. To newer lands. To England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages, I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing? In a land we do not know? Among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
Alright, my character wants to do this. He doesn't want to do this. So, oh no. Alright, openly challenge him, I guess. We take their
If we
sources.
go, we will need all the help we can get. I say we take Kjotve's spoils for our own.
I abhor such theft. But if this is what it takes to sway you to my cause, I accept.
Styrbjörn will prosper by the generosity of his new king. Kjotve's goods belong to us.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops. How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
Okay.
don't like the way those soldiers watch me.
I find it flattering.
You think one will marry you and carry you off to the capital?
Would he?
He would take his pleasure and move on, you moon-eyed magpie, leaving you with a little soldier to raise by yourself.
Haraldur Haraldur. Megi eigi gera neitt, eigi matt ganga í gegn og sjá hvort afla muni koma af. Eigum matt
Why-
senda ketli fyrir þaki.
Why they keep stopping speaking English?
Meni hann hafa vel í höndum.
Yeah. What's this kid doing?
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there's a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
I don't think there's anyone else to talk to. Let's go.
I'm ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance has passed. Look.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Okay.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise. There's nothing for me here. I must go make my name in the world.
And you have plundered Fornburg's resources, I see. You leave nothing behind but your honor.
You left me no choice. I entered the Alving a prince. I left the son of a Jarl.
There are always choices, Sigurd. I will not stand between you and yours, but I do not accept it. 17 winters ago, I opened my door to you, Eivor. And now, your only thanks is to rob me? I should have left you to the wolves.
Yeah.
Sad old elk. Do not carry his words with you to England. He brought this day upon himself.
I know.
600 supplies. Alright, well. Probably didn't need it, but oh well. Taking all these ships. Yeah, I'm not commanding the ship.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those pools!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them.
I wonder if those supplies are going to make it.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor. And on its far side, A new kingdom awaits.
They have different styles.
I spent the season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenclan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England! Glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
Yeah, I'm back with this bird. Might burn out pretty quick.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever.
Dr. Circa went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean. How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Fix it. I'm just. Alright. What do we got around here? Wants me to go here. Examine that. This is a new save. Thanks for clearing that up. In such profound detail, I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. Ram. I don't have COVID, no. I'm well and isolated. It's just 3 of us. Traveling together, stay out of sight. Okay. I don't like the sound of any of this. Layla, and I don't like where this is leading. Not using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number, I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so will bury me in questions I cannot answer. And to tell father that you no longer work for ever so good. What? Abstergo would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about. How his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Is this why you're being cagey? Something else? Call him, call me. Stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know that you're safe. Ram. Again. I don't know. Letter to him. Rami. Oh, it's Rami. Forgive me the short email. I wanted to call you, but I'm not using phones right now. My time is limited. I'm still recovering from this trip. Things got out of hand and nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for arsehole me. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story, and I won't bother you with the details, but it wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I'm with now, I can't explain, not over email, but they showed me things, given me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view, but not without costs. In fact, I fucked up last year, bad, more than once, and I needed to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic, but it is. But I'm not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's not because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? A little. Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with a couple of people who I trust that have been at it a lot longer than I have, and they're planning to see me through this, I promise. At this time next year, things will be better, skies will be clear, and earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll be just like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them, and I'm doing fine. Your sis, L. Next steps. Alright, let's read from the bottom. From unknown sender to L. One last message after which all communications between us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking and methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made the mistake. They knew the risk, but they were sloppy. Left traces of their activity on everything, digital fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen to us. My colleagues tell me that the internal meeting went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence your new toy has on you, but they know better than most what it means to live with such a burden. I am curious to know more about this air of memories. It is not a phrase we hear in our decades of research. Epithus. with it. Okay. In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more. If you are interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you are not interested, or if you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth's magnetic fields is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky, and earthquakes are getting more frequent. Families are becoming more and more. Famines are becoming more and more frequent. And now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus sweeping Asia. It can feel like we're living through a Yeatsing nightmare. Near anarchy is loosened upon the world in many ways. But there is hope. There is a cure. Us. In the past few months, we have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A message, a very promising message that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. Okay. And let's send to them, I'm ready. And they say good. Okay. Okay, from unknown sender to me. Would your favorite baseball team happen to be Atlantic Eagles? I say, who the fuck is this? You have a gift and a curse. The gift of old blood and the curse of not understanding it. We can help if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it, otherwise nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Okay. Before we meet at the site, I want you to see these. Last week, I reviewed the logs from my time with Beatrix. Yeah. And come across some old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 temples, most of which are buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contains an issue message, clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an amnesia could see them. It's been a few years since I last heard these messages, so my memory is foggy, but the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust. Might be something to all this. I don't know. Often I grasp outside the area of my expertise. I am enthusiastic, but often wrong. Let me know if something else strikes you. Okay. Message 1. Layers upon layers of reality, each blurring into the next. Which is real and which is not? What if none are real? What if everything you know is false? We run thousands of simulations, searching for the right version, searching for Desmond. Each one of them felt real, but there's no way of truly knowing, is there? Not for sure. Anything can be simulated, and finding the answer could mean it. What? Teasing the assassin maxims. Nothing is true, but must be careful not to confuse truths with facts. However, a language game, you will always lose, though we may stumble in our attempts to interpret it. The world, the universe, reality, what have you, it is always out there. I believe that, simulated or not, or no. Simulated or not. Shouldn't that be not? We could imagine a dozen nested simulations, and each one, on the level of itself, would consist a fully reality. Wolfram via Conway suggests the universe is a giant cellular wooden mat. But further, there is a point where the difference between simulated and real is meaningless. If the universe were a simulation, what would it matter? The simulation itself would be real, and therefore everything within it would be real within the confines of the simulation. Say a scientist was able to simulate a plan by inducing only a few neurons to fire, no physical harm. I am in pain, the subject says. No, you only believe you are, says the scientist. This is meaningless as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. Okay. Stuff from Egypt or something, I guess. Was it Egypt one wasn't before this game? Was it? There's 2 games for this one. Okay, message 2. No surprise, you were designed to have boundaries after all. And one cannot speak of that which one cannot conceive. The code. Instructions that define life. I don't know what that is. They are nestled deep within every star and every mote of dust. Every second that passes is a word, a symbol, all part of an interactive and yet simple language existing within the framework of itself. There is one rule which applies to us all. Inescapably. We know this humans were the instruments of an earlier species. The Isu resist the temptation to stay superior, different. They were better suited to some tasks, yet ill-suited to others. Possessed of a mind that we cannot know, but that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an Isu? What is it like to be a bat? Inflammation, completion, yeah, yeah. That the issue could be read. Time is interesting. But if humans could read time, would it be necessarily be the same manner for the same purpose, whether constructed or evolved, or a little of both? As we are, we cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same end. A round disc on the edge of a wheel, on its side a plate. How could we use something as often determined its value as it is perceived and its perceived purpose? Message 3. Break the code, break the node. These walls tell of a tragic story, a story which is transcribed on our structures, on our artifacts, a story that we could not alter, a mystery defying us in plain sight. We tried our scholars and our scientists, poets and psychiatrists, poets and physics, poets and physics. I don't know. Physics. Bright-minded, rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. They all failed. None could change what we discovered. The stories within the walls of these rooms. The read had no power, but he is but an observer. But the author invests the future. The author owns the future. The October catastrophic supervolcanic event paired with a mass colonial injection was the beginning of the end for the Isu. It changed the Earth's environment, lowered its available oxygen level, and generally fucked things up. The Isu never recovered. By our estimates, the last remaining Isu died just a century after the catastrophe. From this point forward, humans, their creation, ruled the roost. This disaster was not foreseen. Isu scientists had known about the impending doom for years, perhaps decades, before the catastrophe occurred. Catastrophe. It's catastrophe. Yeah. Before the catastrophe occurred, to protect themselves, they worked. Previously defined a solution. Next method. 6 methods they tried, but due to a toxic contamination of hubris, politically infighting, and bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved the most promising and was nearly complete when tragedy struck. It was this method that Desmond Miles arrived, and he saved the world from the second solar flare in December 2012. This voice eliminates the compounding failure of the species to save themselves, but the truth is broader than that. They, with Desmond, saved us, succeeded. Then this message breaks the code and breaks the node. It's something very puzzling. A4. Linear continuously is a simulation that allows for various within the linear continually. There are nodes, choke points, moments where algorithms converge. The flow of superposed possibilities, to a single moment where only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid, continuous, nodes are static, changeless, and the wave function collapses the path into the nodes which breach out again and again and again. Can you feel the wave collapsing, trying to course the correction? Desmond's act of defiance. The incoming node needs the world to end, and the algorithms have been carving the flow of possibilities towards the end for over 100 years now. Collapse the wave. Well, outside my area of expertise must conduct someone who knows this shit better. But what it seems to be saying, the structure of space-time, the universe is built in such a way that certain events or clusters of events are compelled to occur, a bottleneck through which space-time flows, and one nearly impossible to avoid. There is something about the catastrophic, the one Desmond advised in 2012, that compels it to return, indifferent to our fear or pain. It is a tidal wave, ripple across a sea of space. It crushed once again from the dike, and that stopped for a time, but the sea rears back for another strike and another and another. It gives them clarity of what is happening now, all around us, but it remains unclear how it changed, especially from within the Animus. A simulation within a simulation. Okay. Message 5. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by our observer. Your thoughts are continuous, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processes are alike. Different brains, process different realities. Variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Precautions defies preservation, defines perspective. Preservation defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we need you to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was a necessity. If we could suddenly see time, that would not guarantee the same prediction the ISIS proceeded. Let us speak of time as an entity If we may, let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that light is a perceivable fact. The ability to see this fact is in no way guaranteed a sympathetic view. There are creatures stumbling around this earth that read light differently than we do. For different purposes, humans see a well-known spectrum. Roy G. Biv. Okay. This sense of color is confined to 3 cones we possess. Yet nocturnal creatures see a different scope for a different purpose. Night stalking, hunting, lurking. They evolved in consonant with their needs and are now constrained by them. As we, light is only a fact seen as is used differently by different species. To suggest we might read time is to imply we have a specific use for time. Okay. Passage 6. The next chapter is unstoppable, and yet the greatest revelations sometimes originate from the confines of impossibilities. Do they not? Reality is a simulation. Break the code, and in doing so, escape the inescapable. The Animus was mankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. Understanding genetic memory, an eye into history, an Animus is different, as it is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could make the leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality out there from within the confines of an Animus. Simulation within the so-called simulation. But I believe I understand that the voice is telling me my Animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. From any moment in time, I can elaborate can extrapolate what might have been. Calculations of time, I am not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real, facts no matter, but from any moment in time I choose within the Animus, I can interrogate the memories, I can ask the world, what if? What if Bayek and Anya had stayed together? What if Kimosh had not been murdered? I suggest these hypothetics and watch how they unfold. Why would I want to? For knowledge, for a better understanding of what tragedies were avoided. It remains to be seen. I am in sense a reader of the calculations as the issues were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future, to predict, to correct, to avoid. That would be worth something. Okay. Yeah. Alright, Staff of Eden. Files. Staff of Emmaus. Yeah. Okay. Files from Eagle Bearer. 2018. Cassandra. This staff, one of the many issue staffs known to us, is first and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues. With unpretentious swift redent, it has been known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average human. The issue lifespan and its presumed to have the ability to resonate living creatures in critical or suspended states. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but this seems unlikely based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure perfect replication on a broad scale. It is able to detect in numerous copies and deploy repairs so long as its bearer remains within direct contact. It has been used as a weapon frequently, possibly by taking advantage of the tremendous power it draws from the issue wireless energy lattice. The staff has also acted as a conduit or conduit for the personality of ISU called Atlantia and Athena. It is not known if this personality of Athena is original consciousness or a simulation of the original, though most neuroscientists would call this a distraction without a difference. As of early 2019, the entirety known as Athena's has made no further attempt to contact me, and yet my purpose of the so-called Heir of Memories has dubbed me remains unclear. An obscured chair. It's a locked file. What? Okay, my stuff. Pictures. Okay. The trash can. File corrupted. Huh? Letter. My name is Layla Hazan. I was a friend and colleague of Taria's both as and in a substitute freelance career. In all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence. Her limitless intelligence. Yeah. Her humor and her ability to focus. Even in times of great stress, she was inspiration not just to me, but to all those who worked with her. I am writing to you now with the hopes of shedding some light on the circumstances of her death. I realize it must have been strange to receive a letter out of the blue from someone whose name you have probably never heard, offering an explanation to the tragic loss of one so dear. But if you allow me, I will try. I was with your daughter in the moments leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partly to blame for. Their files, English locations of note. As your chappies about England, Bex and I thought you might want to keep your eye out open for a few things. Assassin Burus, or the hidden ones. More accurately, they operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 to 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain. So I imagine their living had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished or a loss of faith. Not sure, but we do know that it was several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Basima or Hiram, I think, are the first in half a century. From our own activities, I believe there were 6 main boroughs operating in the Roman period. Lincolnshire, London, Wessex, Worcestershire, York. These won't be the Saxon names, so you'll have to read between the lines. Barely even know what their common names are now. Never been to England or Britain or wherever that is. These won't be the Animus Amulet. Bex noticed these about 10 embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate. Ivor's memories. Ivor's memories. Approach with caution. We do not know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless. They may induce optical shock or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Does this want me to change the story of what's supposed to happen? Pieces of Eden. We don't know of any issue artifacts, so you should be looking for it specifically, but we're out here, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an EU site? Stonehenge. Reaching the thing, I guess. We've heard the transformation of the Order of the Ancients into Templars, as we know them today, has always been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but as preset, no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data do we have is mostly a matter of public record and some explanations. It is commonly understood that the origin of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and is indeed what the appearance of the public face of the was indeed the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records admit to the existence of the Templars agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier later letter, this time from a hidden one, in the region of modern-day Dorset. Syria is 978 CE. Makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this, we can safely assume that the Templars' order, as an eternity distracted from the order of the ancients, exists at some point in the mid-10th century, with an aim to expand or understand of the Dark Age. One of the agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memory in search for further clues to this old-age mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use for our purposes. John Hastling began the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th, 2014. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, he followed various internal material lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th century in search of assassins or Templars in his bloodline. He found none. Of minor interest, however, he was following personage here noted for the correctness of his biography. An early 9th century Jute who sailed north from modern-day Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that purported to mark the location of Thor's hammer. Made it as far as Stavanger before running afoul and a powerful clan there. Was defeated in battle and enthralled as a slave. He escaped his captors some 10 years later and returned to Jutland to marry and settle down. The location of Ulfria's map is unknown, and the existence of Thor's hammer, a precursor relic, no doubt remains unconfirmed. Elre's ancestors would later sail to England following the Normans' conquest of the islands, settling in what is now called Loughborough in modern-day Lincolnshire. Lincolnshire? I don't know. Only that man named Hastings would encounter no useful Hastings would contain no useful genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066. Was not lost on our dear subject. Still, he retains his usual chipper wit and asks if he might next relive the genetic memories of his grandfather to, quote, give a Nazi a proper bollocking. Yeah. Alright, media. Strange message.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
The strange message broadcast from an unknown source north of the Arctic Circle. The message was broadcast for 9 days, then ceased. Spectrum analysis of the message revealed coordinates to a Norse gravesite in England, USA. In New England, USA. Okay. This one.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway. So, turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Okay. Is you respond to Leyland? No. Layla.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off. Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud. Seriously? Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man. Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough? Sure, but why is that? Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed.
If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex, and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Yeah. According to data from 19th, 2012, Desmond. Is it the person? Oops. Yeah. Alright, the second recording of this.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up. Couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah. And yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy...
Self-conscious.
Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Okay. Recording date 20th of December 2012. Alright, I guess that's everything. Let's save the game as well. Don't have to go read through that again. What else is around here?
It's beautiful. But it's not normal.
Why? Yeah. Alright, I might as well go do these things whilst we're there. Let's check over here. Go up there. Alright.
You're a long way from home, Eivor. Oof. I'd rather walk into town than use this.
Can't be that bad.
Some quality stuff here.
Okay.
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. Not yet.
Yep. Hmm. Quite a large property. Actually.
Probably bought this in a coffee shop somewhere in Concord. Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting.
Yeah. Is that something actually looted? Nope.
Layla, you can't run away from this.
Yeah. Guess it's not deep enough to swim. Nowhere near. Right.
Oh, mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
Play, I guess, from actually not turned off. Who knows what YouTube will bloody do with that.
That's quite nice. Soothing. Let's have a look.
Already what I've looked at.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. Sean has been busy.
Frame's message. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time, so what? Is it a cryptic sound file? A voice unknown? A signal beneath it. The signal was a code that led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug and, good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver. Dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a gravesite, a Norse warrior dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD, a few centuries before the earliest known settlement. This is big news if we have it right. Questions remain. How did these bones get here and why? Okay.
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
And you have to, but
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
yeah, I wouldn't let me water plants, so yeah, that's not happening. No, I can regret this
Sean,
one.
don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
Really?
Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Okay. Let's talk to these people now.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. but we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
So I've got a connection to that stuff. Hmm.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
The data screams crossing, that was me being able to choose between male and female, wasn't it? Yeah. We chose female. Doesn't matter really. Nice save, and I think I'll leave it here. And come back later. Yeah.